Hello, everyone. It's a good Friday today. So welcome to today's webinar, right? So as we have people still streaming in, let me tell you more about what we do. But before we do that, let me send out a new poll. Okay, just to let me know, is this your first time with us? Just let us the poll. Is this your first time with us? I see one or two familiar names, some with a few new names. So let me know whether you are new with us. Okay. But anyway, let me tell you more about what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking through you his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency for each day. Monday, Aussie, New Zealand, Tuesday, Euro, Wednesday, Pound, Thursday, Yen and Gold, and today, Friday, only the Canadian dollar. So today it's a Friday. Jin will be speaking about the Canadian pairs as he'll be taking us through different time frames. This webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risk. A disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Okay, my name is Daniel. I've known Jin for many years, first as a student, LCMS Traders Club, and now as a business partner. Jin runs LCMS Traders, which is all about training to be conducted to get traders to be consistent and profitable, and Forex Briefcase, which is our managed account services where Jin trades at AUM more than 11 million US dollar on a daily basis. Jin has been invited to speak on many stages globally, and in fact, recently he's been invited to Money FM, a Singapore financial radio talk show, to give his views on what has happened in the Forex market. So now let me run a second poll. Okay. Whoa. No Bitcoin, no Bitcoin.
Run my poll. My poll more important. Relaunch.
Okay. Let me run the poll. Okay, run the poll again. There's a special event today. Do you want Daniel to tell you about Bitcoin? Please say no. Please say no.
There are two options to vote for yes. Vote for yes. Maybe counts as yes as well.
Okay. Mm, okay. Okay. Yes. Please. Nobody says no. Oh my goodness. You don't want me here to talk about Bitcoin. Okay. Thank you very much for your confidence, but no. Let me run the next poll. Okay?
Daniel, you have to deliver what everyone's asking for. 33.3% of people have said yes. 66% of the polls have said yes. They want you to tell more about Bitcoin. You did promise that earlier in the week, so we are looking forward to it.
Well.
I'll give you a chance. You can do it after I do Canadian dollar. So you have a couple of minutes to go research and think about what to say about Bitcoin.
Okay. I'll try my best. Okay. I mean, let's go on. Let's run a poll. How did you get here? Oh my goodness, I can't control myself. Let me know. How did you get here? Let me calm myself down. Okay, yeah. So if you have friends and family who do trade Forex, do let them know, come into this morning session. It's going to be very beneficial where Jin will really walk through what could happen for each pairs. Okay, but while you are doing the poll, let me share with you more about the LCMS Traders Club. Okay, LCMS Traders Club is and foremost a private group on Facebook where we teach, guide, signal, coach you to be much better and profitable trader. This is a place to be regardless whether you're new, experienced, part-time or full-time trading. If you have joined us from Telegram channel, you have been enjoying our trade signals absolutely free. A question you might have is that when you were told when to get in the trade, you don't know where to exit. In the Traders Club, we not only give the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals, and actually guide you on where to exit with specific reasons. Let me go down. You see, if I give the signals here early, and for pound pound USD, we issue a sell first here in the Traders Club. before on the Telegram channel. And then you can see that we actually give you the analysis of why we take the trade here, even the chart of how it looks like. We also have when you hit the TP1, we ask you to hold to TP2, and then TP2, right in TP2, we will suggest you hold a TP3. Okay, it's really very good and we can learn, because in the long run, you not only earn from the signals, but you also learn how to trade better and better. Now, if you want to learn new strategies or require some coaching, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesdays evening to run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market economic developments, right? So for example, here on Monday, usually we have a weekly live call with Jin, okay? And then we'll talk about usually the roundups, the last week, what happens in the economy roundup, explain to you more. And then we have also have signal coaching where we'll tell you more about the signals, why we take a trade, why we look at not to exit out and one TP1, TP2, or why do we reverse, right? And then also we have a lot of group coaching from Jin. He'll talk about trading psychology. He'll talk about how to trade, what to look out for the following week. In fact, this will be a time where you will opportunity to pick Jin's brain on pretty much any trading related questions you might have, and so that you can improve yourself much faster. Now, if you need coaching on what to do, what to trade based on the 5 steps, we have a lot of tutorial videos here on the various setups like trends, how giving you a firm idea grasp of what is happening in the trend market. On a trend, how do you trade the trend? We have question and answer sessions as well. We have talk about divergence, pin bars, and various method coaching sessions. So this is really the place to come in. Now, you must know that not only that, we have a wide range of analysis here as well. We also have the watch list here, where we tell you in the morning a snapshot of like currency for these various currency pairs, on what we look to buy, look to sell, what the possible entry level, what the potential profit target is. Let me click here. I couldn't see the cross here. And okay. And also we have the one-to-one coaching where it works. We can see this is just very proud where you can see that actually the top 5 of the challenge trader challenge is actually all my coaching clients. So if anybody's interested in additional coaching on one-to-one, can look for me, PM me as well. Okay, trading can be really lonely. It's a really but with a close knit community ready to share, like LCMS Traders Club. Yes, you will definitely trading can be enjoyable and much more profitable. So how do you join here? Just go to LCMS Traders Club, search for it. The link will be placed. Will be placed on the link will be placed on the chat itself. Do go in and click it in. Just scroll it down. It is a paid subscription of only US $199 a year, which is only really less than $1 a day. But because if you're facing uncertainty in your trading, taking too much risk on your trade, you really need to join the club to get some guidance towards profit and get some coaching to improve on your confidence and strategy immediately. Okay, so with that, let me immediately give it back to Jin to talk about the Canadian dollar.
Hello, good morning. I'm having so much fun today. It is Daniel's birthday on Sunday, so special event today. He will be, as my background says, telling us more about Bitcoin when I'm done with the Canadian dollar analysis. Jinwei just saw the background now, he's laughing his head off. Right. So I will make my Canadian analysis short and sharp so that Daniel can get straight into the Bitcoin analysis. I think there's a lot of opportunities in Bitcoin with the new highs it's going. So I'm sure he has a lot to share with you. Looking at the Canadian dollar first, Forex Trading Asia.com. Check out the economic calendar section here. The main things to focus on is tonight there is going to be retail sales number coming from the Canadian side. Was 0.5%, expected to be 0.2, and then retail sales number from 0.4 to 0.2. So, looking at the overall forecast, it does seem like they are expecting some weakness into the retail sales number, the core retail sales number. I think that although there are some weakness expected, it is quite an easy number to beat, right? So I'm actually thinking it's not going to come out at zero point 0.2. I'm actually thinking it might come out at 0.3, might surprise the market a little bit. So with that, we might actually see an upset. Instead of expecting the Canadian dollar to weaken, I think that we might actually see it strengthen a little bit instead. So I think that's quite straightforward for the Canadian dollar today. I'll show you the chart shortly. But what I want to look at into is what could happen next week. It does seem like next week is going to be quite interesting, especially for the Euro pairs. Why? Okay, I'm not going to go through Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays here. We have some retail sales coming from New Zealand, PMI numbers from Australia, but you know you got a lot of PMI numbers coming from the Eurozone and from the UK. So with that, if you're going to be looking into it, we actually see somewhat of a manufacturing numbers coming a bit weaker again from the UK. You know, it looks like it's going to hold steady. Those numbers are going to be quite easy to change or change the prices because of the lockdown right now in the UK, the second, third, fourth, fifth wave in the Eurozone of the virus. All that is going to affect manufacturing PMIs. That's going to affect services PMI. So I think that we're going to see a lot more volatility coming around for the Eurozone next week. On Tuesday, we have some Euro numbers, but those are not too keen on possible changes in prices for those news. What I'll be more looking forward towards is planning for the New Zealand report. All right, but that's a trade that you want to pre-plan 4 a.m. in the morning. Don't wake up to trade that. In the evenings, we have the Euro review as well. And then after that, some numbers coming from the US. So you can see that next week is going to be end of the month. With end of the month, there's not a lot of big hard impact news coming around, but we're going to see probably some closing off of positions. We're going to see maybe markets trending a little bit better with some volatility. With that said, we also have, when I scroll down to it, the Thanksgiving holiday. So little bit quiet, but FOMC meeting minutes coming out on that same day. So it's going to have that conditions for lower volatility, but news that could actually push markets significantly higher as well. Be prepared to manage your trades a lot more next week. Okay. And then nothing much else after that. We got some Euro numbers, policy statements coming around, and then the Thanksgiving continuing on. So I think it's going to be quite an interesting week next week. We will go through as what we've been doing almost for a whole year now, going through the daily currencies, looking at different currency pairs, looking at the charts. This is the US CAD on the H4 time frame. You can see that it's been, for this whole week, it's really been pretty much sitting and hugging this 1.3065 level. Okay, has tried to break higher and failed, has tried to break lower at this point and seem to have failed as well. If we do see the numbers come out tonight beating the forecast, then we could actually see the Canadian dollar maybe come down towards this 1.2964 level. So if it breaks below 1.3042, you look at 30 pip stop loss, you look at a 70 pip or even a 70 pip take profit, 1:2. I'll be quite happy with that risk reward ratios there. But it needs to break below 1.3040 before you look to sell. So I'll move that slightly lower. It needs to break below that point before you look to sell that 60, 70 pip for that 30 pip stop loss. Okay. Upside, I'm not super keen on the upside because I've seen that it's gone up about that 30 something 40 pips and failed. Right, it's gone up to about 1.3115 and failed back down again. So if I were to be super safe and I say, hey, let it bounce up and only look to buy above 1.3115, for example, if I said to buy above 1.3115, then your stop loss would be a big 60 pips. Your take profit would be a 70 pips at the most, or probably even only a 50 pip. At that kind of risk reward, is too much to be waiting around for. And then after that, too much of a risk to take for a trade that you have to manage super closely. I'm actually, for the US CAD, looking towards that downside more than for the upside. And if the news does come out and surprise us a little bit, that would actually play out quite nicely tonight. So Daniel, are you ready for the Bitcoin? There you go. Off he goes.
Okay, I try. Okay. I don't really look at the Bitcoin too much, but I look at purely technical analysis. I try. Okay. I just open up on a trading view and I see Bitcoin here. If recently, yeah, I do hear a lot of people telling me that the price has been pushing all the way up from 17,000 to 18,000. But recently, you can see, if you look at the trend line down, it's actually has a downward pressure. And interestingly enough, there is a big sell-off here where people start to take profit targeting. So I think, looking at it, I look at two ways. If it continue the downward pressure, it could continue go down and move down towards the 17,000 range. If you look from here, when I look at it, it probably move to about it could downward pressure for today and maybe to next week. There's a possibility of about 17,500 to range here or and below the trend line. But if it does break the trend line, then indeed there is a possibility of moving up to 18,500 range to about 18,600. I mean, there are a lot of speculators saying that it could go to 20,000, but we'll see how it goes. That's all for me. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, that's all. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so I'm going to launch a poll. Let me know how do you find this review today's seminar. Okay, let me look at it. Yes, here you go.
I'll launch a better poll. Don't worry about that. I'll launch a better poll. All right. So we have 32 of you in here. Please make sure you fill in this poll. This will decide what we do from this week onwards.
Yes, no, please press no, please.
This is the first time I see everybody participating in a poll. Almost everyone participating. Make sure you vote. Let us know, or let Daniel know that he's done a fantastic job and you want to hear him every week. 90% of people have said that Daniel should do crypto analysis weekly. So I think the masses have said it. That's what's going to happen.
Okay. Anyway, guys, for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded. So tomorrow, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, there are no currency call in the morning. We'll catch back to you on a Monday. See you guys. Bye.
Happy birthday, Daniel.
Hey, thank you.